Hey, I'm Bowen. We're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the glorious and awesome Kickback Pinball Cafe. We are playing one of Stern's newest pinball machines, Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. Designed by Keith Elwin, one of the greatest pinball players ever, this used to be the Archer game redesigned by Stern into Iron Maiden. Has many multi-balls, modes, wizard modes galore. We are going to take you through all that detail. As always, special thanks to our backers from Pinball Patreon for making it possible for us to film these videos. Just before we begin, upon out one interesting thing here in the opening credits. The default high scores are great pinball players: Neil Schatz, John Ross Jr., Jim Belcito JPB, Paul Madison PEM, and the famous and classic RJS Rick Stetta as the lowest high score. So before we knock off any of those scores, I just want to acknowledge that, as well as the other players like Donovan Stepp, many more who are part of the credits the game provides. A really nice touch by Keith and the others at Stern Pinball to include these acknowledgments for players.
Eager to meet you.
Ooh. As you start Iron Maiden, you have a choice of song, and this is purely a choice of song. You do not do anything here other than pick a song to play for the rest of the game. Different modes will activate different songs, but if you're wasting your years, you might as well pick this one. Skill shot is the center target, but there are also some other skill shots, like a super secret skill shot. Hitting up the middle gives you some ball save time and some points, and they'll give you an Eddy letter also because it advances the modes. Eddy letters are advanced by hitting any of the white targets. So by completing Eddy, we've got Eddie Lebec ready now, and shooting it up the middle will start the battle. And this battle is Fear of the Dark. This is a shot spinner mode, so you can shoot any shot and then the spinner, like that left ramp or that left spinner. Sorry, the left ramp. Anything in purple except the orb, which is a mystery orb. Right ramp, spinner. 5 million. And you can also shoot the right ramp after a different shot and double the value of the spinners. So that was 9 million instead of 5 million because of the doubling. You can also get double by completing any shots and then using the left spinner instead of the back spinner. So by shooting the spinner on the left, you get a bigger value than you would by shooting the regular spinner. But, just take the regular spinner if you can. 3 shots finishes it, and then you get to finish it off with a little juicy soul shard. Tasty soul shard, goodness. Alright, let's talk about soul shards briefly. Soul shards are basically rewards for finishing modes. When you finish a mode, it'll put 20% of the value of the mode on that center shot and start counting it down as a hurry up. If you hit the target, there are 3 areas on the target: the red, the blue, and the white. The red is 1x, the blue is 2x, and the white, the bullseye target, is 3x. So by hitting it there for 3x, I got 60% of my mode total back again, or like maybe another 20 million. Just for that one shot. Also, collecting any soul shard lights the right orbit for a Tomb Treasure award. So let's get that set up by shooting the left ramp and then the right orbit. Nope. Brick that. That's alright. You gotta remember here that I'm on 2 warnings, having made that previous save. Beginning of the gameplay on Iron Maiden, in my opinion, this is a really strong way of starting the game. Shoot the center shots, let the ball come down. Shoot the middle, let the ball come down. You can get 2 modes this way with very little risk of side-to-side motion or drain. Second mode here is going to be Flight of Icarus. And in Flight of Icarus, the goal is to shoot left ramp and right ramp back and forth as many times as you can within the timer. Everything you get in a combo is worth double or triple, so ideally you pick this off in a way that doubles the value. And the timer is pretty generous, so that was double, even though really it kind of didn't deserve it. Oh, bad shooting there. I wish it could be more generous with my ability to shoot stuff. Right ramp? Oh my goodness. Let's make a right ramp. More like Flight of Icarus, am I right? Yeah, so basically watching me miss shots again and again is probably not that interesting. So let's keep trying. Make shots instead. Make shots. No, stop. Missing shots is not good. Don't miss shots. Draining while missing is not good either. That's not good. So Icarus is a good mode. It can be worth a lot of points. I've made it for over 300 million in one go, and but it can also be worth very low points. And so players sometimes will skip Icarus or concentrate on other goals during Icarus instead. We saw this. You saw the super secret skill shot. You can also see the regular skill shot here. Try to hit that target directly. It gives you small points and a free Eddie letter and some ball save time for you to mess around and shoot more stuff. If you use that ball save time wisely, you don't normally get a lot of ball save time on this game. And in competitive play, usually there's no ball save. After completing the first two modes, the center ramp shuts off for white letters. So now I must shoot other ramps, like the left ramp, right ramp combo. You can also claim that Tomb Treasure Award on the right orbits, if I can shoot anything. Let's also talk about Mummy Multiball. The captive ball there gives letters in Mummy. By completing Mummy for the first time, you light the lock on the center shots. It's not really a lock, it's just a countdown, basically. And it'll spit that ball out, give you another chance to collect Mummy again. So there, that was a key shot. If I can get control, I can talk about it. There we go. Using the little upper flipper to hit the captive ball allows you to get some extra hits on that ball. And there are lots of ways to use that little flipper that you might not originally think of. You've already seen me let the ball pass the upper flipper, and use that here to pick off letters in a fairly safe manner. It's not really safe because there's nothing safe about hitting a captive ball, but because we like you. There's the multi-ball star. It should be. Oh, I didn't hit it hard enough. That's right. You got to hit the captive ball like into the target to actually count. You know. I also have aces highlight. Let's start Mummy. Or not. Let's start nothing. Sound good? Okay. Let's continue to start nothing. Oh my God. All right. So Mummy multi-ball begins by hitting this captive ball all the way to the top. Might as well take some loops here. And during Mummy Multiball, the objective is to shoot many switches and then the captive ball. So I got 10, I got 20, and then the third jackpot will be 30. Ball in this multi-ball, and unlike some other multi-balls where the add-a-ball is the orb shot on the left, the add-a-balls are yellow shots. So the first add-a-ball comes from shooting the left ramp and the right ramp. And then you can see that there are more shots lit now. So there is more than one add-a-ball available in this multi-ball. Gotten that flipper down in time. Where are we here? 24 out of 50. Get there. Oh. And as usual, all right, let's crush some loops. Oh yeah. Let's also get 45 million cash in. Boom! Triple playfield is a very valuable, nice thing. Let's also continue to get another one here. Yeah. Oh, super slings! Super slings! Anyway, getting super jackpots and getting soul shards will also give you these tomb treasures. Oh. Oof, that was close. Let's go into the battle. The next battle is Aces High, which is a multi-ball, and I'm still at 3x playfield, so I might as well use that wisely if I can. Give me that. Okay, the second ball's in play now. And gone. There's not much time left on the triple playfield, but yeah, it's gone. I could have done that a little better, probably. Aces High has a ball save, which I'm very grateful for. Aces High also has an add a ball, which is the orb target when it's flashing. I also have that orb target will not only give me an add a ball, will also give me a power jackpot. Looking on the display, the power jackpot is multiplied by however many things you've completed. So I've completed 4 different things: pops, targets, ramps, spinners. It was 1x, now it's 5x. If I completed the orbits, it would be lit for the very rare 6x. So let's go for that. I know that's probably means the end of everything. So that target on the left now is, yeah, it's gonna be worth a lot. And when you complete all of the power shots, you go into Cyborg multiball. I don't know what that collect was. It was pretty good. And if I had done that during the 3x playfield, it would have been even better. Cyborg multiball is a little bit reminiscent of Battle Royale, and if there are some tasks to complete, in this case it's the same 5 tasks that took you to get into Cyborg multiball in the first place, which is shoot an orbit, shoot a ramp, shoot a loop, so what I'm not doing at the beginning here is just wrapping up very carefully, because I've got ball save timer, or I had one. Now that the timer is up, every time you complete all 5 objectives, you get an add a ball. You can get a brief ball save at the beginning of this process, but those ball saves don't last. And the value of the jackpot and the value of the jackpot grows and multiplies every time. So every time I hit something, it adds value to the Cyborg jack. I have to complete all 5 things to light it. So popping this left ball into the bumpers will give me power pops, and it might even give me power spinners on the way out. What I really need is that shot in the back, that's the orbit and the spinner. You can get that from the left or from the right. So here a stage flip would be very valuable. And notice what I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep a collection of balls down the left. And yes, I did that on purpose. Because I know that this game sends that back. So now I got 4 on the right. Ideally, you just keep as many as you can in stock. So it's good so far. That was probably too early for that. Now I've got 4 on the left, and I've got to deal with it and get one off. You can quad stack like this. It's nice because usually one will fly out. In this case, 2 flew out, so never mind. All right, what do I need left? Pops and orbits. Quad stack, pop out. And players who can stage flip are in really good shape in these types of multi-balls, because it's a lot more controllable than it is for other players. Oh, that was so nasty. We saw that, right? We saw that. I think we saw that. That was nasty. That was amazing. All right, so for getting a Cyborg multi-ball, you get the Cyborg Eddie lit up on the playfields. I believe his name is Eddie in the Space-Time Continuum, and you can also light him flashing, which is a level 2 Eddie, if you get 5 collects. The 5th collect was lit when that ball flew over, so I did not get it, but maybe we can get back again. You can just pick up where you left off on lighting and collecting power shots. Let's go ahead and play the Trooper multiball. Trooper multiball is lit by shooting the drop targets in the center, and then making these orbits, the left or right orbits, will start that. Now I've got the center ramp lit for Rime the Ancient Mariner. That we'll play after. I got that for completing Eddie. Let's just go play Trooper multiball first here. And during Trooper multiball, every shot is a jackpot. It'll unlight when you get it, make enough jackpots, and you'll light the super. You can also shoot the drop target bank to light the cannon shot, which gives you an add-a-ball and 3 jackpot collects out of what's remaining. So completing the drops is really important in this mode. Also important in this mode is the ability to actually shoot stuff. Also let the double playfield start. The cannon is ready on the center ramp. I have really made nothing at all out of that. That shot up the middle, boom, cannon. It's going to light and collect 3 jackpots. The only one remaining is the side loop, and that's okay. Super is lit. There it is. Super Jack. What the Super Jack will do is it will relight all shots. It will increase a multiplier on the ones that you collected before the Super. So I now have a lot of shots lit for green, and I also did manage to pull off 1 shot into the side loop. So that's a double jackpot. That would have been another double jackpot if there were time, but did not get the completion there. The third treasure is to boost the power jackpot by 15 million. And shoot, bad flipper skill there. I let that one go far too deep through the inlay and should have drop catch. That's good ball. Thank you. Quite the Where are we here? We've got 3 out of 5 modes finished for 2 Minutes to Midnight. We need to play Rime next. We've also collected the Trooper Super Jackpot, so the second Eddie is lit. I did not collect the Mummy Super, so we'll need to go back through and get all the letters in Mummy again. So let's try using the ball save time to collect some Mummy letters. Okay, and now the ball save is expired. Let's finish Mummy. Or not. Nope. Notice you can shoot, collect Mummy, finish it by either means. I find that side flipper choice to hit the Mummy target is usually better, but it depends on the machine. In this game, it actually put it a little bit more out of control than I'd like. But there's the sarcophagus lock. Here's the beginning of Rime the Ancient Mariner. And then Rime the Ancient Mariner, the objective is to destroy an albatross as quickly as possible, especially if it's a hotel in New Jersey. You definitely want to get rid of it and not do anything with that. And that did not go very well. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to really explain what was going on there. The objective is to shoot blue shots until the middle is lit, and then do it again from the other side. And when you do that, you'll get in that case a 10 million jackpot for each time you can shoot the middle. Unfortunately, that mode doesn't last very long unless you get an add-a-ball, which you can get by shooting the orb. So maybe we'll get another chance at it. It'll be nice. Mummy is still ready, and we also now have only the ramps to give letters for Eddie. So spelling out Eddie becomes harder as the game progresses. Spelling mummy also gets harder as you complete more mummies. And he just keeps yelling M at you like you're supposed to know which M he's talking about. Once he yells Y, you know he likes you. Alright, so we just need 50 switches. The Add-A-Ball progress picks up where it left off. So in my case, that's level 2 of Add-A-Balls, which is ramps and orbits. Should be able to do this with the ball save time I have. Sarcophagus will give me, jeez, a lot of air balls right now. Now that I've gotten all 5 mummy jackpots, you can see where the super is. It's flashing at me like crazy. In the center is going to be big value. Boom! Oh, that's pretty good. It's also multiplied by the level at which you hit it. So hitting it square on the bullseye made that tripled. Unfortunately, I didn't get to continue that multi-ball because every jackpot you get after that is also a double jackpots. Right orbit gives another mummy treasure. Loops! Loops are dangerous! Don't shoot loops or you die! That is how you die. You die shooting loops. Don't shoot loops, you die. The game is built to award lots and lots of points on that loop and to encourage you to shoot those loops because it's friggin' fun. But putting the ball in that side-to-side motion and having it come way off, way fast to the left, you die. It happens, and it happens very easily. And that's what we just saw. So unfortunately, I only got the one last ball here, but I do have maybe an opportunity also to get an extra ball from these tomb treasures. Oh. Get around. No. Get around. Don't do that. Okay, good. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Tomb treasure is not... No! Alright, just to keep track of what I'm shooting for here, I need to finish the left and right ramps to get Hallowed Be Thy Name ready. And I'm trying to shoot the right orbit here to collect the 4th Tomb Treasure Award, which is Super Combos. The 5th Tomb Treasure is Extra Ball. So to get that, I additionally need to collect one more soul shard or complete one of the other objectives that gives a treasure. And I'm pretty sure that the only one that I don't have that I could get is a 6-way combo, and that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. Not going to happen. I mean, I suppose it could happen, but it's not going to happen. I'm trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, Pharaoh target now lit for Hallowed Be Thy Name. Oh, jeez, what a drain that is. That's unfortunate. Bad break there. There is no escape. Yeah, there is no escape from that bounce. An unlucky bounce. I probably could have handled that better. But we did okay here. Let me put in my my dad's initials. I haven't been able to give him a shout out as one of the Patreon backers. But thanks, Dave. Nice callback to Laser War there at the beginning of this game, and a number of other great callouts. See if we can't beat that previous score. We gotta get all the way to Number of the Beast if we're gonna pull that off, probably, or just have an incredible Cyborg. In the beginning of the game, just playing safe and keeping control of the ball, using your center shots, and then letting the ball come down will give you an opportunity to get to modes faster and safer. And I don't have many points right now, but I also have a mode scoring opportunity, and the modes are worth a ton of points in this game. Uh-oh. That was worth, what, 8 million or so there? There's the right ramp. Remember, you can double it by shooting the right ramp again. Sorry, that was a left ramp. You can also double it by shooting the left spinner instead of the center spinner. So that's double as well. Well, trying there for a little too much, I think. But we can double it. Doubled. And after getting all three, you get the countdown for the soul shard. If you hit it right up the middle, you can get double or triple. So that's the completion of a mode. I got an extra 40% of that mode at the end and 50 million points.
Shoot the right orbit.
The right orbit is now lit for 15 million, the first tomb treasure. And I can focus on trying to go to Rime, which is a multi-ball. Let's do that. One of the things to watch out for with these multi-balls is to check to see that your orb is ready. In Aces High and Rime of the Ancient Mariner, the orb target is going to give an addaball. Oh, that's gone. Oh, it's so unfortunate. No! And there's really nothing I can do about it because it took the 2 warnings earlier to save that center drain. Just let that go and be unhappy about it and hope it doesn't happen again. Maybe take a super skill shot just to tell her, yeah, that's right. That's right. I know what's up. Rime. I'll take that, Albatross. You stink in every way, Albatross. Boom, good value there. Gets out the second ball. Hitting the orb will give a third ball. And shooting the port and starboard shots give jackpots. So the port side shots, where the other ball's hung up in the back there. This is something that seems to happen quite a bit on the Iron Maidens. I'm not really sure why. But I'll try to get that ball off when I can. Left ramp. Like that spinner. And then... yeah, see, this is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to get any... to get the soul shard from that mode, you have to finish 2 jackpots. All the way on the left, all the way on the right. And it didn't happen. Could have gotten the addaball. Maybe the addaball would have been a good idea to try to clear out the... the ball that got stuck in the back. I'm shooting loops here because it's fun, but that is a bad idea. Shooting loops is bad, okay? When you shoot loops, you die in this game. As much as I love shooting loops, it is not a good idea. I'm going to avoid that side-to-side motion that the loops induce as much as possible. And that side-to-side motion gets induced in other ways throughout the game, like right now. That was dangerous, but it wasn't as dangerous as having the ball careening around. You want to pick up at least 1 loop jackpot during the game, because the first loop jackpot you collect lights another of the tomb treasures. Otherwise, I find that the loop is wonderful and fun as heck, but it's also the game's sucker shot, basically. Hallowed be thy name is a blue shot, an orange shot, and then some center shot. Yeah! This has a good chance of being very good here. Oh, as soon as I say that, I f*** it up. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I didn't say that out loud. As soon as I did that, I just screw up royally. I had every shot ready to go. It goes orange shot, center shot, orange shot, center shot. And the center shots vary. So the last center shot is the boom. Oh, that's big value. And here is potentially bigger value. Boom! Oh, and that was the reason that was so large is because it was all being done under double playfield. So it was quick completion. I got a lot of points out of it, but I also got it under double, and I also collected the tomb treasure 15 million under double. That is a strategy well worth knowing about it. What a terrible drain. That is unacceptable. Should have been able to save that, if perhaps to take a warning, but I got the ball on my flipper. There's really no reason for me to have drained that. Alright, right, what do we got here? We've got Mummy Multi-Ball starting. This will be an opportunity also to finish off enough of the Power Awards to get us a extra ball. And remember, the Add-A-Balls are available, not from the orb, but from the yellow shots. First, the ramps. So you want to pick off a couple of the jackpots if you can, the Mummy Jacks, and then try to get these right away. Ah, man. Bad. Fortunately, I have Triple Multi-Ball ready, and I guess I shouldn't say this is bad because we've got 400 friggin' million, but just some missed opportunities. And this is one of the ways I think this is a wonderfully game. You feel like everything is there, and you feel like there's more to be had. There's always more in it. There's always more you could have had. Here's the Add-A-Ball. Okay, what's left here? Oh, the whole playfield's activated and 4 balls are in play. Oh, there's a super lit, and there it is at 5 mil. Just stop watching it. Just claim points. Don't watch. Just flip. Someone else can tell you how much stuff was worth later. During playfields multiplied. Oh my God, did I really do that? I did that, didn't I? I think people saw that. Okay, so where am I? I've got Tomb Treasure ready. This is, the second Tomb Treasure is not that valuable. The second Tomb Treasure is just Super Slings. There is an extra ball after 3 of these power things are completed. And I need 4 bumpers, 3 ramps, 4 targets, or 3 orbits. Out of those, the orbits are probably the easiest, as I immediately hit a target. There's the bumpers. I'm sorry, the bumpers are clearly the easiest, but you really don't get to control that so much. Now, taking 2 orbits versus 3 ramps versus 3 targets, I'm going to take the 2 orbits every time. The second one is interesting. This one is the power jackpot boost, and now the power jackpot is lit for 40 million or so. By completing this, there's the power jackpot completion. I hope it shows me how much it was. Yeah, that's a nice jackpot right there. And we're on to Icarus. We still need ramps, so this is another reason not to take the ramps right away. If you see that a mode is going to use ramps, then you might as well get going with that mode. Oh, dangerous. Hit there. Got the targets finished, so it's just the ramps now. And of course, kind of like it's just blue. That's when you start missing blue. Oh, bad shot there. Get up there. Comboing ramps during this round makes them multiplied 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. And there is a timer, so you can get back to it with enough time to miss it again before it has to go off. Oh, poor guy. Don't have much time to miss ramps anymore. Will you give me a chance to miss more ramps, please? What I got? 2.2 million? 4.5? 5? Oh, come on. Get up there. Get up there. Oh, what? Did I get enough for Soul Shard? Yes. Boom! Give me that. What'd you get? Oh, I got Cyborg. Oh, I guess you didn't want to tell me that. Pops and targets right off the bat. Remember, you want to use your ball save wisely. Don't mess around with the ball save. If the ball's in your way, get rid of it. Let it go. Shoot dangerous stuff. That's John. John taught me how to do that. So ball saves on? Oh, okay. I'll do crazy stuff. I'll shoot whatever I feel like. I could even. Oh. I feel like. What Eddie is this? I think this is Eddie the dog from Frasier. Cyborg Eddie? Oh no, it's Eddie. Oh. Alright, and the way this works, you saw from the earlier game, is you have to complete all 5 objectives. When you complete all 5 objectives, in this case I need an orbit. Notice that this is the point at which stage flipping becomes super valuable. I can't do it. I cannot stage flip. Just save my butt. Ah! Yes! That's a big value, but unfortunately, what it doesn't do is it doesn't preserve the multi-ball because you only get a ball save on the first few. So that was a disappointing Cyborg. I've done over 300 on it before. But Cyborg's interesting that way. Like, I like that Cyborg can be great or terrible, and that it's your quality of play that determines it. I've got Loop Jackpot lit as well. May as well take some ramps here while I'm at it for Aces High. Glad I missed that. I would feel bad about making it as a combo after what happened during Aces High. Let's go around. Make a jackpot. Make a jackpot. Make a jackpot. Make a jackpot. After 4 loop jackpots, it forces you to the upper flipper. Oh, it's got 5. So 4 is, I won't say it's common, but 4 is what often happens because then it diverts you to the side, to the harder other loop. The other extra ball's ready, so I've gone from being in danger of ending the game to treasure 5. Having picked up a loop jackpot, that's what gave me that treasure. This is dangerous. Okay. Going back into Mummy is necessary for me because I did not collect the Mummy Super my first time around. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, here, I might as well take some ramps. I still need these ramps to get the Aces High. And finding that my right ramp shooting is getting worse than my left ramp shooting. So in these cases, you can just shoot the left ramp, pass it back. Thank you. Oh, that's awful nice. Ew. Alright, well, we're only a little bit away from aces. Aces is what that mode about poker, I think. Something involving Eddie Ciprian, I think it was, he was in that show. Yeah. It's the best shout of M I've ever heard. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's not nice. Just a nice sudden slam. And so we're in, I shouldn't say we're in good shape because that's always a fool's errand. We have Aces High, the last mode, ready. Then we'll have to go back and do 2 minutes to midnight. We also 2 shots away from Mummy multi-ball, and we've made some good progress on Mummy. So it would be, I'm going to go for the super skill shot here and try to get the top target, the super jackpot target. Didn't go. I'm not quite sure how to do that, if it's a matter of plunging at speed or what. But I'll start Aces High. To get the Aces High shard, you have to complete 4 shots right off the bat. They can be any shots. Get out of there. Okay. mentioned earlier about starting a multi-ball, aces or rhyme, and having that add-a-ball on the orb. The fact that I don't have that add-a-ball on the orb right now, I'm just going to make this a lot more difficult to finish. So let's try finishing that off to light the orb. And now the orb is ready for an add-a-ball on that left target. I don't want the add-a-ball right now, but I'll take it. You know, if it happens, I wouldn't kick it out. But I'm not really trying for it on purpose. Just the same, I'm not really trying there for the 2x. Oh God! And there, I blew it. So that blew everything, unfortunately. I blew the aces high, and it blew the 2x, which I was ideally saving for a better opportunity, like a better mummy multi-ball. Didn't get the add-a-ball before from mummy. It's the 2 ramps. That's coming back. Mummy can be pretty hard to get. Dang it, darn it. Oh, did not get there in the grace period either. Well, lousy mummy, another lousy mummy, and that's going to be really dangerous for me as far as getting to, trying to get to the beast mode. You see here I'm concentrating on the mummy hits and trying to get back into mummy lock. It now takes more hits. I think it's 2 hits per letter, or maybe. I'm not exactly sure how it works at this level. Somebody will have to help me out there. But I know that each time through, mummy gets harder to complete, but I'm already halfway there getting that lock. And all with just that little poke from the top flipper, or back flipping from the left. Get out of there. Oh, that was good. Get around. Get around. Did not get around. Don't go down. What you doing? No, why are you so pinball? Alright, you can see clearly that things are getting a little loopy here, both in what I'm talking through and my shot making. And when things like this happen, you just want to focus on something simple, like, oh, let's make the left ramp once. Let's just make the left ramp. Now that we made the left ramp once, let's do nothing but make the left ramp until we miss immediately. How about the right ramp? No, of course you can't make the right ramp. Oh, good. Now the left ramp, please. No. I got 2 letters in Ed. I mean, that should be enough, right? I mean, most of these people are really called Eds. It's terrible. And the horse is not named Eddie. The horse is Mr. Ed. So just let me get there with 2 letters once in a while. Maybe there's a smart missile that I can change the number of letters I have to use to finish it instead of draining while talking about it. I mean, there's like Ed with 2 D's and Eddie with EDDY. It's just like, it's hard, man. It's hard to play pinball. All right, let's get to one of these objectives. At least, you know. Ramp, 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 ramp. Oh no, no, you, oh, 800 million. No trip to Number of the Beast. No trip to 2 Minutes to Midnight. I really should have got there. I'm sorry. That was close. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we'll get there again some other time. And got a pretty good score there. That halo was nice. Pile that on top of some previous stuff we had, and it was a good set of games. Hopefully this helped illuminate some of the rules of this complicated game, and it's a wonderful game to play. Thanks for watching.